What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jamal Ukwu, and you're tuning into this video. This is another, I repeat, this is another Motivation Monday. Man, oh man, oh man, I really hope this comes out by the end of Monday. If not, we still go through with this Motivation Monday, and let's go. Let's dive into it. If you tune into the video, just like my other Motivation Mondays, where I take something and I dive into it and I break it down from my perspective to the best of my abilities. And this is a super important Motivation Monday that I want you guys to tune in. This is called Unlocking Your Success Code. Basically how to unlock your success code. This video can go in many different directions. I first learned about unlocking your success code through someone by the name of Ed Milet. Look him up. I'm gonna put his name down. I'm gonna leave his YouTube channel down in the description. I've seen him speak in person, watched him live before, obviously, stuff like that. Dude's amazing. Dude's a rock star. Dude's a stud. Built his business. Him being a business. Him being an entrepreneur, CEO, right, from the ground up. This dude's amazing. And when I learned about how to unlock your success code, I had a paradigm shift, right? Paradigm shift. Tune into Bob Proctor. These are people that I'm going to be talking about more and more and more when we go into the discussion of these Motivation Mondays. I'm going to be going deeper because you know what's going to happen, right? As we go into this thing called the law of 33%, right? This is one of the 33% right here. By me speaking to you guys, I'm learning myself and I'm growing myself. And that's part of unlocking your success code, right? What exactly is unlocking the success code? What is the success code, right? The fundamental definition of a success code, how I see the success code, a success code is something that someone can literally think about, visualize, and manifest and put into realization. It's a thought that they can bring forth into reality of something that they've done before in their lifetime that led them to succeed, that led them to win, that led them to become number one, that led them to the best their best, that led them to be awesome, led them to be a rock star, stud. That's really what a success code is in its fundamental state of form. Some of the things I want to talk about lead into this success code, because what I'm really going to do is tell a story to give a proper example. So let me give an example of one of my success codes that I actually have told many of people so they can get a fundamental understanding of what a success code is. So how I unlock my success code or my success story started when I was actually a sophomore becoming a junior in high school. So kind of like with anyone when they're younger or anything of that nature, you know, people, you know, they yearn for this love, or they fantasize about love, or they want love. This concept of love, even at that age, we don't have a proper and full understanding of what it really is, but we know we want it because we see it around us. We see it, you know, what our peers have. We see what they have and we want that. We envy that. We fall into this deception. We're deceived by what we see around us, knowing that it's just fool's gold, right? But at the end of the day, we know we want something, right? We know what we want. We don't know how or really why. We know we just want it. So the thing is with me, I wanted this thing called love. I wanted someone to love me for me. But for some reason, I couldn't get over the why. I couldn't get over why it wasn't coming into fruition, why it wasn't happening, why it wasn't happening to me, for me, why it wasn't happening, or, you know what I'm saying? But I would see it. So in my eyes, I'm confused. In my mind, I'm confused. So it dawned on me. It wasn't like I watched anything. Maybe I did. But it dawned on me the summer leading into my junior year of high school that in order for someone to love me, I first have to love myself. I learned that first, right? In order for someone to love me, I have to then love myself. So that whole 2.5 months, however long people's summer vacation is for school, right? I literally focused on learning how to learn myself, learning what the meaning was of loving myself, learning how to learn and why, going through self-validating myself, affirmations, really trying to become more than who I was, so when I looked in the mirror, I knew that was the person that I love, right? Because I knew when I looked in the mirror for the first time at the beginning of the summer, that wasn't the person that I didn't see myself worth loving at that point. So I went out and I just busted my tail. I just went at it. I started waking up super early in the morning, 4 o'clock, 5:30, 5, and I would just be active. I'll be doing something. I'll go for a walk. I'll go play basketball. I'm drinking water. I'm eating differently. I'm just at it. I'm just going at it. There's no videos. There was nothing I was watching at the time. I just started telling myself I'm the best. I can do this. I'm amazing. I just started filling my head up with things that I should be hearing. Here's the thing. In order for someone to really truly know what they like in life, right, you got to really know who yourself is. You got to have a fine understanding of who you are. Do you get, this is a video, link is going to be in the description, by Proctor. Do you really know who you are? Do you know who you are? Seriously, when you're hearing this video, what is going through your head? Are you thinking about what I'm saying? Or is what I'm saying helping you realize more of who you are actually? These are things I'm trying to have a positive influence on the viewership, on people who is viewing this, because I want people to be tuned in and hyper focused to what I'm saying, right? So that whole summer, I'm learning who I am. I'm learning what I like, what I don't like, but more importantly, I had a paradigm shift. I became more than who I was. I became a next level Jamal. Right? And all that was the catalyst to push me forward, a pendulum. It just pushed me forward. That potential was rising. That latent potential just hit me. And I became a different person by the end of that summer. See, all these things are just moments. It just took one single moment for a thing to switch in my head, for me to have an epiphany. That epiphany is that light bulb going off for me to then say, hey, Jamal, wake up. You should become more, you should be manifesting all the things that you want in life. Bring those goals and dreams out into fruition, right? Again, so unlocking the success code. That was part of my success story, by me going out and being actively proactive, going out and going and getting it, doing what I need to do to become more than who I was, right? That was just a simple thing. It's as simple as that, really. And many people have different stories of unlocking your success code. You got an A on your report card, right? How did you get that A, right? The most important thing is not just what you did to get you from point A to point B. How did you feel from getting from point A to point B? How did it make you feel, right? And when it made you feel that way, did you hold on to that feeling? Can you remember that feeling, right? Right? When you remember that feeling, what did the rest of your day feel like? This is the true meaning. This is what the true meaning of unlocking your success code, right? So whenever I think back on my success story, right, it instantly makes my day feel better. Anytime you feel stressed, down in life, something has happened, depressed, someone hit your car, literally go back and think about your success story. Think about how you went from point A to point B. Think about how you're still alive. Think about how you're still breathing. Think about how in 3rd grade you was in that turkey trot run and you got, you finished top 3 out of like 200 or 300 people in your class. Think about things like that. And then here's the other important thing. Some person may say, hey, Jamal, I hear what you're saying. What you're saying makes sense. It's beautiful. It's powerful. I get it. But Jamal, no matter how many times I think to myself in my mind, and I look through all the the many millions of moments that's happened in my life, Jamal, I honestly don't have a success story to my name. I don't. All my life, I've been a failure. I've did nothing but fail in my life. Step one, here's the first step, right? You literally have to change and reprogram how you think. You literally have to change how you think, right? The man I was yesterday is not the man I am today. Tomorrow is a new day. It's the next minute. Time is not waiting for you. So all your past failures are literally in the past. You have to upgrade your mentality, change your mentality, have a paradigm shift. This is the most important thing you could take away from this video. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions that you ask yourself, or that you ask in general. Let me repeat that. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions that you're asking yourself. So are you asking yourself quality questions? If you are, you're going to get out what you put in, right? Are you putting in the effort? Whatever you think about, you bring about, right? So you can really will certain things into fruition, will things into motion, start something, do something, but it starts right here. It starts from the inner and works its way out, right? First step, again, change how you think. The second step is, if you truly do not have a success story, borrow someone's success story. Let me repeat that. Borrow someone's success stories. There are many different videos out there. There are many different people. I personally want you to seek out people that are near you in close proximity. A parent, a peer, a friend, a teacher, a mentor. Get a mentor. I repeat, get a mentor. A mentor. And borrow a story from them. Because if you're able to hear something, you have ears to hear, and you're listening to what they're, borrow their story, lean on their success story to help you get up until you're able to form and use your own success story, till you're able to come up with your own. All the greats, all the CEOs, all the people who's done it. Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, you name it. Even people I've been referencing in this video, Ed Milet, Will Smith, you name it. Even if you don't want to name celebrities, there's people, again, in your close proximity, all of them have a success story. Ask them, talk to them, get a mentor, use them as a mentor to help you get from point A to point B as efficient as possible, as smooth as possible, to make sure that this journey that you're taking into self-growth, self-help, is as smooth as possible. It's as fitting for you. There's going to be obstacles in the way, right? One of the things I learned in life, if the mountain was smooth, you couldn't climb it. So the fact that it has grooves and bumps and these dips and potholes and all these things to make it difficult, right, for you to, but also accessible for you to dip your feet into it, to use to climb it. The obstacle is what makes it better for you, because it makes you more of who you need to be, right? God doesn't put anything in front of your face that he feels that you can't handle. When we're talking about this thing in relation to success code, unlocking that success story or figuring out what the success story is, this thing can really last 2 hours long going into it, because one of the things you gotta be able to do in order to be able to focus in on a success code and unlocking that success code, you have to be able to become uncomfortable as well. You have to go into situations with uncertainty, because there are going to be certain things that you're going to want to do that you may not feel comfortable doing. You may not feel all too comfortable, or you may be uncertain about. But the reason why you're uncertain about it, because you already have this self-doubt, this fear that's residing in your head. Fear is simply just false evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. Simple as that. And once you break down what fear is to the simplest form, and have an understanding that this fear can't subside over you, can't ward over you. But besides having a fear of heights, there's no fear any human is born with. So all this fear that we feel in this world, that's coming from us. We're causing it on ourselves. So people need to go into the situation with uncertainty. Reasons why? Because you want to learn and be able to adapt to situations, right? These situations is going to make you more of who you want to be. If you want to be great, if you want to rise, if you want to grow, you got to put yourself in situations where you probably wouldn't think twice to do. Like when I talk about certain videos with my other Motivation Mondays, like things in relation to like the self-help, things in relation to invest in yourself, right? These are things where it's going to allow someone to get uncomfortable and go into uncertainty situations. Where if you're investing your money, use that as a commitment for you to throw yourself into something that's going to cause yourself to learn more about yourself, to grow, right? Invest your money to a seminar, to a workout plan, to a gym membership, things like that. Put your money into yourself. Buy healthy foods. All these things is going to help you and push you to help you unlock that success code, because truly the success code is a success story that a person can look on and figure out how they got from point A to point B, and they ended up on top. So all in all, like I touched on in the beginning of the video, right? How to unlock your success code. Basic way to how to unlock your success code. First, you have to look back on in your past and figure out all the things that you can feel though in your mind that you felt as though you can attribute that to a success. Rather that's you getting a grade that you wanted, you losing the weight that you wanted, you maybe publishing a book or achieving something, a report or science report, something that you did, you giving money out to the homeless. Anything can be a success story, but you have to be able to define that success for yourself, because success is right here. Success is first generated within the mind. Success is not some type of monetary thing or some type of tangible thing in terms of money. Success comes from within, comes from the mind. So first, you have to be able to look within yourself and figure out what that success story is, right? Once you figure out what that success story is, figure out how you felt when you did that, when you completed that task. Third, right, after you figure out how you felt, figure out how you can duplicate that feeling. Figure out how you can replicate that. Figure out how you can always lean upon that thing that you can generate from that story. And then fourth is really just going out and just doing it, going out and teaching it, going out and putting it into a reality. Because one of the things you want to be able to do when you put it out into reality is you want it to have a ongoing positive effect, because it will. Because if you're thinking positively, it's going to lead you to have a paradigm shift. As you have a paradigm shift, you're going to change, and this energy about you is going to increase as you're increasing in terms of frequency, the law of attraction, and all these things are going to come about. And the last thing I want to leave you with, fifth or sixth, one of those type things, I forgot the number I left off with, honestly, is again, this is one of the most important things I said throughout the video. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of questions you ask yourself. So you got to be able to be hyper-focused and tuned into the things that you're asking yourself and the type of questions that you're putting out into the world. Because if you want your life to be a certain way, then you have to treat it as that. You have to speak it into existence, right? Speak life, right? These obstacles that happen in this world, these adversities, they're going to mold you. They're going to help you become the person you're going to want to be, but you got to be able to use those to your advantage. Again, if the mountain was smooth, you could not climb it. No one could climb it. You just fall off. That's pretty much it for the video, man. If there's anything you want me to repeat, anything you want me to dive into, anything you want me to discuss, leave something in the comment section. Hit me up, slide in the email, hit me up on the Discord channel. I'm right here. I want to help you guys, and let's really do this. Let's grow together pretty much, man. That's it for the video, man. It's your boy Jamal. Peace out, man. Peace out.